Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.
Yo, what is up out there? My name is Hypocrisy Jones, and I am right here in the household for the house party with a lot of my friends, bro. Yo, normally we do this with the captain of the ship, Alakon, the Concept House, but he's not here today, man, because he's taking care of the family, doing some birthday, big things with the family, and we love him, but we got to have the house party, bro. We got to have the house party, and you know your boy Hype is here to steer this ship, and I can't steer it alone. I have all my friends here with me. First off, I have the Educator of Extreme, as you find him on Fridays with the ECW watch-alongs, as well as the biggest window wiper in window liquors history, Joshua, the voice Joseph.
The window wiper and window liquor history. I like it. I don't know what it means, but I love it. Hello, friends, my friends, your friends, Grun's friends, household, and now the Lose friends. He's here. You've seen him. And we got the Hypocrisy friends. So thank you for joining us. It's a Sunday house party. Can't wait to talk some Bad Blood.
First off, they are followers of Hypocrisy, which I'm sure there's an acronym in there right now.
Very
it's FO.
cult-like.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Just join my cult. Yeah, as this other friend of ours did. He's the blue-eyed villain. You can find him in his room, like literally, like right now. He's in his room. He is the one and only Grunmeister. And I said your name right.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
What is up? What is up?
Yo, what's up, chat? You guys ready to talk about Bad Blood? Let's fucking go.
Whoa.
Yo, we are going to talk about Bad Blood today because Bad Blood was lit, man. A lot of crazy things happened. Some exciting matches happened. Like Bad Blood started off with Bad Blood from the get-go. But we have a friend in the household, in the house party today, who was literally at Bad Blood.
I was there.
One and only THELEW. What up?
What's going on, buddies? I'm gonna still crank my voice up. I can barely feel it. It feels like I was on the corner of Atlanta, not inside the stadium. But we had a lot of fucking fun. The show was lit. The crowd was lit. It was a great time, and I'm excited to be back in your house with the house party and wrestling.
Yo, $20 is $20. So whatever you did on the in the corner of Atlanta sounds like Atlanta entrepreneurial. Like I know the stripping industry is very healthy there. So like you gotta do what you gotta do, my guy.
He said it's very healthy there.
It is, bro. I listen to rap. There's nothing but like strippers beat. I like sometimes, man. I'm just like, man, you know, I wish I was a woman and could strip and look decent, because like I know what I would do. You know,
you look more than decent now. You look more
I'm pretty sure
now.
you can find a fan base out there for you.
Yeah, I think you could.
You can slide those digital dollars and tuck them. It's I'll throw up my Cash App here later. So
Dang.
Well, yo, we'll treat this like it's a trap party hosted by Future. So like, let's go. Let's go.
It was the theme song of last night. So there you go.
Absolutely. Which a trap party hosted by Future is always better than any party hosted by Diddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes. Big facts.
You're safer.
You are definitely safer. So, yo, it's a house party. We got all our friends here. What did you guys do over this past week? You guys do anything fun this weekend? Did you guys do anything non-wrestling related? I want to start off with that before we get too deep into this Bad Blood conversation, because I know that's going to get thick and healthy. Pause.
I went out and saw a movie.
Ooh, which
First time in a
see?
while. I went to see "Am I Racist" by Matt Walsh and the people at Daily Wire.
Yeah,
I will say I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the people that really love it, I think they maybe overhyped it a little bit, but I mean, I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was funny where it was meant to be.
So okay, I have not seen this movie, and I also I haven't seen a trailer for this movie. I'm not gonna lie, but I do have a story about this movie.
Sure.
If you guys know me, I do my comedy thing. I do my little stand-up thing every Thursday night at Cooper's Pub in Kokomo, Indiana. Cheap plug. Shout out to Kokomo Press. So every Thursday we do this. I have a comedian friend who is who works at a local movie theater around here, and he is telling this story about this particular movie. So I have to ask, how'd you buy your tickets? You buy your tickets online, or did you?
I just went in and bought the ticket because I was concerned that there might be a little bit of an uptick. I mean, the whole thing did still cost me like $30-something for
a movie theater.
And food.
Hey, theaters aren't cheap no more.
It's inflation, bro. That's inflation.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Okay, but he says that everybody who has came to see this movie has either tried to buy a ticket for a different movie. He has a lot of people that were like, I want to go see this Am I Racist movie, but let me go buy this ticket to this other movie so it doesn't look like I'm a racist. Or he's had people that just, hey, I'm a racist. And then he's very confused after that. And asked him what movie he'd like to purchase. But so I just wanted to get your feel on that. Did you enjoy? You said you enjoyed the movie. Yeah, you said you felt like it was a little bit overhyped. You don't have to give us any spoilers or anything like that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, just so the people I heard, they're more political commentators. They said their guts were hurting from laughing. I'm like, okay, well now they're completely different people than I am because I'm not a political commentator. So, but at the same time, like I would say that if you're just looking for a movie that is funny in the same realm as let's say Jackass, in the sense that it's there are some things that are staged, but it's real reactions.
It's like a reality-based movie. I said, I haven't seen a trailer for this or anything like that. So, I could probably actually get behind this maybe because I mean, we do these things. Satire is a friend of mine.
It's definitely up your alley because his Matt Walsh's type of comedy is poking fun at the hypocrisy of others and what they say that they believe. Like he got Maya Angelou to give reparations to his fucking producer who is black. I'm not joking, Jones. So he does it I think it's at the beginning of the movie.
Wow.
At that point, Matt Walsh he's pretending not to be Matt Walsh, trying to be become DEI certified. And
I'm DEI certified. Yo, and that's a reminder, vote or DEI.
Do it.
But yeah, like the movie is basically him pointing out that these statements, these things are a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's like they gave someone, a random person, reparations, just a random person that they don't even.
I got you. It sounds crazy. It sounds hilarious. I might have to check this out. From the title, I was like, I don't need to see this. I already know.
When Grun was telling me the other day in Discord, he's like, yeah, I'm going to see I'm Not a Racist. And I was like, well, that was a weird way to change the conversation. Like, Grun, what are you talking about? He's like, no, I'm going to see I'm Not a Racist. And I said, what? I didn't even know about a movie title. I'm not a racist. I had no idea what it was or what he was talking about. I was like, what?
I feel like
Yeah,
that would
she
be a
has-
different movie. It's Am I Racist, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Question mark. So
Well, that's the thing. There is a question mark in the
Yes.
official title.
yeah.
But he's also got a previous movie called "What Is a Woman."
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the
Yeah.
same guy.
Oh. Okay. So okay. All right. Maybe I'll have to check these out. Maybe we have to see what's going on. But yo, Voice, what have you been up to this week?
Well, fans, it is fall ball for softball season. And
I understand this. So,
Yes.
softball dad.
so there's a
Fellow
lot of
softball dad.
that. And like this would have been our free weekend, but the other one is in volleyball. And so she had a tournament yesterday, and my wife was with her pretty much all day. Like I stayed home, I cleaned, I got a lot of things done. Refrigerator went out, so I don't know what the heck. I guess I got to buy a whole new one because
It sounds like it.
yeah, I've done everything I possibly can, and it's not. Yeah, so there's a lot of things moving over here. Just gotta
don't
keep
worry,
them
that's
all
not expensive
balanced.
at all.
Hey, motion
That's
is motion, whether it's up or down. That
True.
as long as we're not standing still, that's probably a good thing. So
Very true.
yeah. This past weekend, actually last night, I celebrated my mother-in-law's birthday. I did my DJ thing for her. We threw a big old dance party for her 60th birthday, and I saw all sorts of old non-melanated people getting down on the dance floor, and it was very fun. So I want to give a shout out to my mother-in-law who had a very, very happy birthday. But man, I think the person who probably had one of the best times this week is probably our guest here, because he was literally in Atlanta in the ATL. He was checking out whatever funky ass mystery Metro Boomin and Cody Rhodes were solving, bro. He saw everything that went down. He saw the dripping blood from Drew McIntyre's face. He saw the shenanigans from Tiffany Stratton. He saw the shade thrown at Bailey from Bianca Belair, and he saw the one and only, the great one, my imaginary dad. He saw The Rock. THELEW had probably the best weekend this week. So tell us about it, yo.
Well, I will say I did have a really fun time last night. I touching on with Grun. I also went and saw a movie
Yes.
because having my child, no one likes to watch her. So me and my wife actually got to have a date night Friday night, and we went and saw Beetlejuice. And
Ooh.
my feelings on
You can only
movies
say
that
it two more times.
Oh, sorry, just one more because there's two in the title because it's the
Yeah.
second one. But anyway,
yeah, sequel.
yeah. But I'm always hesitant on movies that are 20 years old, 20 plus years old, and they touch it, and it's like, I was a huge fan of the Bad Boys series, and when they did a third, I was like, why you gotta touch it? Same, I think we have the same feelings that we've talked about Happy Gilmore too. But I would say overall,
it's good though.
I hope so too. But overall, I would say Beetlejuice. It was fun. It was funny. It was a good laugh. It was a little chaotic, and I'm not going to spoil anything for those that want to see it, but I enjoyed it. My wife, who's a huge fan of it, she was like, I don't know how I feel. She walked out like mummified, like she just saw a car accident. Like she wasn't too sure about it. So I enjoyed it from somebody who's not that deep in love with, the
Right.
old movie, even though it's a classic.
Right.
I got to sit and watch the second one and just enjoy the shenanigans that is Michael Keaton. So it was
like
fun.
it.
It was a good
I
time.
like
and
it.
then obviously I went to the wrestling show. And,
Yes.
the big wrestling show.
Absolutely.
Big
Absolutely.
boy.
My wife and kids, they went to see that movie because we can't say it anymore. Because I'm not really sure what will happen.
I don't
But,
have time for Beetlejuice shenanigans today.
Oh God! Boys, why is it always
Oh
you?
shit! I said it.
Why is it
Damn.
always you? It's always
Wait,
you.
it's only if one person says it 3 times, right?
No,
I don't know. That's
No.
how the
What's
progressive
the rules?
commercial works.
Yeah, how does that work?
that depends. If the second movie changed the rules, because the original movie, it's if you say it 3 times within I don't know, like 30, 60 seconds of each other.
Yeah.
Counts.
See,
well, maybe we had time lapse and
Maybe.
nothing
I don't
spooky
see
has
him.
happened.
I don't see him yet. So
I don't see him
I
either.
think we're
I
safe.
think we're good.
I think we are okay. But my wife and kids went last week and they really enjoyed it. They were also, but they are big into the they love the first movie. I didn't get to go see it with them, but my wife was like, "You're going to actually like this." So like, and I mean, you can't go wrong if it has my favorite Batman in it. Then it's gonna be good.
Jones said it, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the truth. If Michael Keaton's not your Batman, get the fuck out.
The door's over there.
My door
Yeah.
right there. I don't know where everyone
Do
else.
I have to leave?
You're in your room, so
See,
technically you're
why
fine.
I may ruin things, but Grun is always a jerk. He's just always the jerk of the group.
That was the Batman movie I grew up with, and yeah, it was a great Batman movie. I mean, Michael Keaton, greatest Batman, Jack Nicholson, greatest Joker. But my Batman is Christian Bale.
Guys,
All right. Grun can't be with us any longer.
Executive
I don't know what
decision.
happened. I don't know what happened. Technical difficulties and such. Christian Bale is your Batman. Are you high, Grun? What kind of fumes do you have in your room? We'll bring you back for a minute. But like,
boo,
Christian Bale.
I thought he played Batman really well.
the only thing I will say for Grun's defense is the movies themselves were pretty good.
The movies
They were good
great
movies.
with him in it.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah,
we're talking about Michael Keaton.
Yeah. There's just no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would have. you think kind of Tony?
Grun, how many times have you talked about OG Tony saying great comments and things like that, and now he's saying
OG Tony is a G, bro. I mean,
he is a G. He's allowed to have one bad opinion about me.
I wish you could see this, but my dog is giving you what the fuck eyes right now.
I could understand that.
It's just, oh my god.
That would. Yeah.
Oh my god, Grun. Oh my god. See,
At
this
least
is
he
gonna
didn't say Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I mean, George Clooney would have been George Clooney would have been a better answer than Christian Bale. I'm not gonna lie.
Jones just like the nipples on Clooney's outfit. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it made more sense. Why wouldn't he have nipples?
Because it's a suit that is protecting him from bullets.
Yeah, well, I mean, you need an extra oomph for your nipples. Protect the nips, bro. It's protect the nips. Protect the nips, my guy. Yo, so we are going to get this thing going. We are going to get the wrestling side of this Sunday house party going, bro. I know we're going to talk about Bad Blood. We have a whole lot to talk about, but big thing happened on the other side of the wrestling sphere as far as competitors. AEW got their deal with Warner Brothers Discovery, and we're looking at a long-term deal where AEW programming will be able to be streamed on Warner Brothers Discovery. The availability of PLEs will be through HBO Max, I believe. But caveat, you only get them at a discounted price. You're still paying monthly for your PLEs or bi-monthly, whatever the PLEs, whenever they drop. You're still paying for them, but you can watch AEW on a more regular basis, follow the product a little bit easier. So how are we feeling about this new deal with AEW? Where do we think that's going to send them?
No, go ahead, Josh.
I was just going to say, the deal itself at the surface sounds great. It really does. But that's for your fan who is now going to get into AEW. But for the fans like me, Howse, anybody out there watching wrestling, we were kind of expecting to get the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Just like WWE was.
Well, is that a case that we're spoiled? Or having some troubles with your mic hearing you. I don't
With
know.
my mic?
Oh,
Yeah,
there
you were
go.
sounding like you were in.
It was muffled though for a minute.
Yeah, you
yours
sounded like
guys
you
is
were in a
all
fish
sounded
tank.
muffled to me too.
Oh,
Okay.
Basically what I'm saying is like we expected to get their pay-per-views to be able to check those out because that's what we were waiting for
Yeah.
because they were so expensive. So if you're trying to get me as a fan to go in there and pay attention to like I do with WWE, you've already taken me out of it because that's what I was expecting. And that might be on me because I was expecting it, but I think it makes the most sense because people get excited. And I talked about this on the Friday show with Howse, but people like me get excited when it's a PLE because you can invite friends over a pay-per-view like the Tyson fight. You know, it's something that you can bring family over and have fun with. So to me, you're missing out when you say, oh, well, we're going to do it at a discounted price because still I'm paying extra. And in this economy, I can't be paying extra for Tony Khan's product. It's right now, you've really taken me out of it with this. I'll still check out the content because it'll be available. It'll be more easily for me to consume. But for a weekly guy to check it out, I don't know if I'm going to be that.
Oh, I definitely understand that. I'm of a thought that maybe us fans, us indulgers of the professional wrestling sphere, maybe we are a little spoiled. And like if we just want to be honest, maybe we're a little spoiled. We don't pay for our PLEs not anymore. We pay. I mean, we do, right? If you pay for Peacock, there's a cost to that. I think it's like $15 a month, something like that, right? So like,
yeah.
It's not like we don't pay for these things, but to be like, hey, you got to pay for this thing, and then also we need if you want to watch this, it's going to be another $40-$50, yo. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have a distaste in my mouth. Man, their pay-per-views better be really, really good if you want me to shell out more money to watch it. Especially if you want me to invite people over and just cheap plug right here. We want to invite you guys to our house party that we're going to be having on Survivor Series weekend, bro. It is going to be November 30th at Outhouse Records in Kokomo, Indiana. It's going to be huge, bro. We're going to be raffling off prizes. It's $5 for a raffle, for your initial raffle, and then you can probably get any other raffle after that for $1 or so. But we are going to be handing out mad prizes, bro. We have some big prizes. I can't tell you all of the prizes because some of them are huge. We're going to unveil them later on. But we have over $1,000 in prizes to give away, and that's really an understatement. If we put a dollar value on it, it's a vast understatement of what we have to give away. We're going to be doing a live podcast there. We're going to be doing wrestling karaoke, wrestling costume contests, just all sorts of things. Come check those out. Come check that out. November 30th, Outhouse Records, Kokomo, Indiana. If you're in the Midwest, if you're in the Central Indiana area, come through. It's going to be a vibe. November 30th, bro. But as we were saying, we were talking PLEs and inviting. You said like you want to bring back those days of a Tyson fight, you know, where you brought people over to the house and you had a whole thing around your thing, right? I get that. And I don't see that feel from AEW. I don't think, if I'm being the most real, we're going to do this house party for, on Survivor Series weekend. I don't see us doing that for an AEW pay-per-view. Do you?
No. And I had to look this up because I needed to make sure. And so Tony Khan is so via Brian Alvarez. Tony Khan has told people that long-term booking is no longer a thing, and that it's now week to week. Alvarez has also stated Khan didn't explicitly say this. The show reflects this, and I think that's something that unbiased fans that are able to put their personal feelings aside can see that if you look at WWE, they focus on long-term booking, storytelling. Bad Blood reflects this. Their shows reflect that they're about the end of the story, not about putting on the best matches every week. Tony Khan is putting on dream matches every fucking week.
Absolutely.
And that's great. But here's the thing: I don't care about Mariah May and Toni Storm anymore, and it's not because they're not good wrestlers. Toni Storm is probably doing her best work ever that we've seen with the timeless Toni Storm gimmick, but the story is so flat because you've gone to the student was manipulating the master the entire time, and she was the mastermind behind this whole thing.
Can I interject for just 1 second?
Yes.
I think something that we get from AEW is, and first off, I want to shout out our homie in the chat, Hughes Lane. I know he's going to be at the House Party live event in Kokomo, Indiana, November 30th. He already said it's going to be lit, bro. It's going to be fire, and it definitely is. But I think something that we get from AEW is that, like you hit on it. We know that week to week we're going to get a dream match, right? We just know they spoil this for us. They spoil these things. A counterpoint to like WWE, and not to overly compare, but like we don't always know what's going to happen in WWE. We be speculating and then it doesn't happen, or we speculate and something else happens. You know, we're going to talk about Bad Blood on the next half of the episode, but like, you know, we got a big return that was speculated, right? But we were unsure. Is it going to happen now? Is it going to happen at Crown Jewel? Is it going to happen in November?
Sense.
Yeah.
For it to happen. So, I mean,
and technically we got 2 debuts, right? Last night. We got 2 great, or 3 returns. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you see the unpredictability in those things, and you see the excitement that you can get around these things if you build them up correctly. For Tony Khan to say that there's no more long-term storytelling, I think he's really not understanding what his audience was looking for in the first place. Now, I know like an indie-based audience is like in your face. I want to see cool stuff because I might not ever see this again. But you have a week-to-week product, and not only do you have a week-to-week product, you have 3 different shows basically week to week. You have that's almost 10 hours of broadcasting week to week that you put out. If you're not doing long-term storytelling or booking, I think you're doing it wrong. But I want to hear Lou's thoughts on this right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know that, you know, we've got 2 companies and they're just going 2 different ways. To Khan, they don't need storytelling. They feel like if they just put the wrestlers in the ring and they put on a great match, then that's the program. Where WWE, it's all based on our stories and, you know, what are we leading into? And I enjoy the story aspect. I enjoyed speculating, you know, from somebody who was there last night. I was also at the Rumble in January, and what did everyone hype up in January? Oh, The Rock's coming out, and it didn't. But it still gave us that excitement throughout the show.
Yeah,
and then last night, it was the same feeling. Everyone's like, oh, Rock's in Atlanta. He's filming. Is he going to come out? I've been down this road, you know, and then it happened, right? So that's the joy that I get out of WWE. And as far as AEW, not only they obviously have people enjoying, because I don't think they would be striking these deals with different companies, different streaming platforms.
No.
If nobody was enjoying the product. Obviously there's fans, but more importantly too, there's people that have money that said, hey, we do want you on our platform and we want to showcase what you have. So I think it's just 2 different worlds built in this wrestling sphere that, we're getting the best of both. We're getting great storytelling from one company that's been around forever, and we've got another company that's very young, very bold, and is just trying to put on great matches and focus on that lane.
I like that.
Yeah, I think I like that too. I think we definitely are seeing two very different company philosophies in this, and I think sometimes this is an unfair comparison, but it's a comparison that the creators of the later product of AEW, I think, wanted. It's a comparison that they sold us on in its inception. We are going to be different. We are going to be that wrestling alternative. I personally, I know we're kind of harsh sometimes. Like, I didn't expect them to be alternatively the bad product, just to make WWE better. But I'm here for it, bro. I think this is like a.
I mean, the best part is in that scenario is that WWE is actually putting out a really good product weekly.
Yeah.
But before, years ago, you could argue that WWE didn't have a good product.
Exactly.
And they felt flat and nothing made sense. And then 2019-20 rolls around, you got this brand new company in AEW who's getting really hyped up. Everyone's enjoying the roster that they have, and then you get names that are growing within the company. It's just the balance beam. And I think when it comes to both companies, they both, balance each other. And we as wrestling fans can enjoy that.
I think we saw history repeat itself.
Yes.
I think it's just that we saw history repeat itself in the sense that, okay, we have this new competing product that is going to pull all the names, pull all the people, pull the grab the attention, and let's see if they can hold it. And then WWE on the flip side is, all right, well, let them try, but let's make sure that our audience is held, or we can hold our audience's attention. And I think that they captivate on that. Like, I think we're coming to a conversation of here in, within this next decade, right? Eventually something huge is going to happen with AEW. Either it is going to find a way to compete neck and neck with WWE, or we're going to see its demise and probably see it get sold to WWE or to another company or something for a better such deal, for rights and things like that. And I not to be like devastatingly like bringing the mood down for that, but like I think that's what's going to happen, and I think we're seeing these moves from this, and I think the Warner Brothers Discovery deal is an indicator of that. Hey, we don't have enough faith in you to be like to not put a price tag on your PLE specifically. We don't think you're going to bring that enough viewers to us that we can just simply live off of the ad rates or the ad buys for your product. And it's going to be a telling time. It's going to be a telling time. Can AEW jump over this hurdle? Can it bring its fan base in to actually make it a profitable thing? Because that's the space that we're in right now. Can you be profitable?
Yeah. And honestly, to me, after watching the start of AEW to where they are now, with them saying that long-term storytelling isn't a thing anymore, it's going to be a week-to-week thing. It just reminds me going back to the Hogan era in WWF and just having the biggest matches you can put Hogan up with and have people come out there. And so right now what you're telling me is you're such a fan of wrestling that you're going to go back to when wrestling was desperately needing a jump start, a new thing. And we got that with The Undertaker and these resurgence of these big men that could take out people with the likes of Hogan's name and things like that. So I am very disappointed in where they're going and not telling stories. You're telling me that you're not going to tell stories now. You're going to do this week to week big show, big match thing. Okay, that's fine, but that's like if Vince McMahon owned an indie company. That's if Shane McMahon owned an indie company, and they didn't have the creative writers yet. They haven't been around enough to get those writers to be with them to do this. So you're telling me that your writing's weak, that you have to do these big things, and hopefully, fingers crossed, say a prayer, everybody's going to come in and watch my product. That's not a way to survive, and you know that because look at TNA.
Well, I hope they're taking their vitamins, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one key he's missing. He forgot the vitamins.
Yeah. So
it's annoying to me.
It's annoying to me too because I think either we had too many high expectations, too high of expectations. And I get it, man. I'm an Indianapolis Colts football fan. I always have high expectations, right? The Lou, right? You're an ATL fan, right?
No,
you always
Eagles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'm in the same boat as you most years, so I get
that's
that.
what I was going to say. Yeah.
Same with Grun.
Same with Grun. And I don't know what shitty team voice supports, but I'm sure they suck too.
They suck too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're the worst of the worst.
Yeah. My team has sucked all the dicks.
Yeah. Look, they an unsucked dick. Hate to see the Bears coming. You can find that shirt on CocoaPress.shop.
Full circle there.
Yeah, full circle, bro. That's what we do here. That's what we do in the household. That's what we do in the house party, bro. And bro, I think we've had a very crazy first half, whether we were talking our weekends or talking this big AEW Warner Brothers Discovery deal and how we felt about that. But this next half of the In Your House house party, we're gonna be talking Bad Blood because we got bad blood. Yeah, we used to have mad love. Come on, bro.
No, you can't make me do it.
You got us fucked with Beetlejuice earlier. You gotta sing.
But he didn't show up. I didn't do it.
We don't know that yet. I mean, Voices already said some crazy. Voices said some crazy stuff, so I don't know. Maybe.
So the juice is loose.
Giggity.
Hey,
ooh, man.
That's my. I wish he was my dad.
OJ? You want OJ to be your dad?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, I was thinking of Beetlejuice, not that juice.
Oh.
OJ.
Oh,
I wish OJ Simpson as my dad.
Oh man, there's so many juices loose right now. So many things happening.
Look, he didn't do it. He wrote a book. If I did it, so case proven.
Okay, all right, yo. You know what? With that, we're gonna take a break and let you hear from our sponsors.
Hey guys, it's your boy the director, Howse of In Your House, and I'm here to let you know about a small business that produces beard products and also supports small stage, independent, professional wrestling stars. It's called Ring Master Beard Company. Try one of their several scents, beard oils, balms, or mustache wax, and keep your beard looking and feeling sweet. Purchase your favorite wrestlers or personalities' personalized scent, and they receive a portion of each sale. And with that being said, don't forget to pick up a bottle of the Director in Alakan House Special. Your boy, a blend of eucalyptus, mint, and tea tree oil. Have your beard feeling fresh. Have your beard feeling smooth. Just like your boy, the Director. Follow Ringmaster Beard Company on Twitter and Instagram at Ringmaster Beard, or on their Facebook page, and that is Ringmaster Beard Company. Check it out. Get your beard cream. Hit your beard with that. Because sometimes being a master in the ring means mastering your beat.
Hello everyone, it's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it. We will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop.
Yo, 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 what is up out there? My name's Hypocrisy Jones from the In Your House podcast and the Kokomo Press, bro, and I'm here to tell you about a party, bro. November 30th in Kokomo, Indiana, it's going down at Outhouse Records as the In Your House Wrestling Podcast hosts a live house party, bro. This is to celebrate and watch WWE Survivor Series War Games, and bro, we're about to make it lit. This is going to be the best wrestling party that you have ever been a part of in your life, bro. We're going to have wrestling games. We're going to have wrestling karaoke, wrestling themed costume contests. Bro, we're going to have prizes to give away, over $1,000 worth of them. Bro, it's about to be lit. Kokomo, Indiana, November 30th, Outhouse Records. Be there for the party, bro.
Yo, 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 yo. We are back for the party. And bro, we're going to start this party off hot. We're going to start this party off with a Metro Boomin beat, bro. Yeah. Yo, we are back. We are going to be talking Bad Blood from last night's PLE. Yo, a lot of things happened. It's kind of a B-level pay-per-view. So not, maybe not the most unpredictable of pay-per-views. Maybe, we didn't have any major title changes. We didn't have the major title on the line, actually. Universal title was entrenched in a tag team match. No big change in the women's titles. No tag team championship match. No women's tag team championship match as they were hosting the event, bro. So like I said, not the most unpredictable PLE, but some surprises happen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
How's everybody feeling about what we saw from Bad Blood last night? Just real quick, rapid fire, 3 words to describe Bad Blood from last night for you.
I'll say fantastic, perfect, storytelling with a hyphen in between storytelling. So
To make sure that it stays.
Yeah. All right. Grun, what you got?
Bloody, violent boss.
All right. What you thinking, Lou?
Atlanta was hyped.
I think that's it. I think that's it. I think it's ATL showed out.
They did. And, living here for as many years as I have, I'll be honest, like sometimes Atlanta fans, and I'm not trying to diss them, but sometimes they can just be fair weather. They're not there's not a whole lot of support when it comes to that stuff. So I was a little worried that the city wasn't going to show out for a PLE like it should. And I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with the energy of the crowd. The crowd was pretty hyped last night.
No. It looked pretty hype. It seemed pretty loud. I know there was a lot of celebrities and a lot of different figures out in the crowd, whether it was Killer Mike, whether it was Metro Boomin throughout the show, whether it was Goldberg.
I thought of the voice while I was doing the chant, because the whole city he's an Atlanta guy, and the arena was loud for him, and I was impressed, and I joined in. I drank the Kool-Aid for a minute, voice. I'm sorry.
Can I be real? I'm happy to see Goldberg back home with Jace. I like at least he's not out there trying to flirt with like retirement tours with some other stuff. Like just take your little Legends deal and show up every now
Enjoy
and
the show.
then. Don't wrestle.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
There might be a chance later down the line we get Gunter versus Goldberg.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not even mad about that, because at least Gunther will whoop Goldberg's ass, and I will like to see that, because because if you give me Gunther fucking squashing Goldberg, money. No rematch, no try again, get your old ass gone. Like that, you're gone, you know. But like I'll take that. That'll be money. But anything further than that, bro, I don't want to. No more Goldberg, man. Don't wrestle.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, please. I have a feeling though from last night, what we seen, there might be a chance that they're going to try to get his son in there.
Oh yeah, his son is pretty yoked, bro. Like,
I mean,
so was he? He was still the babbling baboon of the fucking wrestling world. He took out Bret Hart.
Yeah,
that was great though. How Gunther has we talk about full circle here. When he insulted Bret Hart weeks ago, and then all of a sudden you have the hometown guy Goldberg in the crowd, and for Gunther to pull the you can say what you want about Gunther on the mic, but for him to pull those fucking stabs at two legends was pretty fucking hilarious.
And he held his own in that hometown crowd too.
And it was great.
Yeah.
It was great to see him do that.
He's got to work on his transitions though, from like when he's going to things, because he's like, he does it, and I'm no disrespect, but he does it as somebody who is foreign to this country. He's like, anyways, or okay, now
it's like a continuation with he says pickup.
I think he's getting much better on the mic.
No, he is.
He's improving so much more and more. And I don't mind the foreigner aspect of it too much, because you can see the improvements. But you know, that's nerdy me being like, yeah, I can see this guy. He's out there putting in the work.
Do you think though it's the difference in the crowd reactions that he gets overseas? Because overseas crowds, they're very like, they have their traditions and when they make noise and all those things, and when they cheer and they do their specialty things, that more on a mic, I think you can hide some of the things. And when you don't have that coming from a crowd, you may subconsciously have some like nervous little things that you go back to. And I know he'll get back to it, or he'll get to a level that those things won't be noticeable at all. But it was like last night, I loved when he came out and he did everything he did, but there was just those minute little pauses that it kind of like took you a little bit out of it. For me, took me a little bit out of it, but then he brought me right back in when he started going in on Goldberg. So
I can see that.
Yeah, as long as you're making fun of Goldberg, I'm good.
Absolutely. Any other like big takeaways that we took from Bad Blood? Anything else that made you kind of pop while you were there, Lou?
Well, obviously the match of the night was the kickoff. I mean, that having a Hell in a Cell match, being there live for it, you know, it's fantastic. As in the crowd, it's hard to see, but you're just feeling the sounds, like the emotions of the movements of these guys. And for the stuff that we've given Punk, you know, over the years, the dude went in there and worked, man. And, you know, he put on a hell of a match with Drew. And I think this was a great way to cap, you know, this run that they've had together of going at each other, everything that they played, even down to the beads. We're like, oh, tax, he's getting taxed. And then all of a sudden it's beads from bracelets like that are coming out. And it was just
red, white, and blue beads, bro. Like
it was just everything that they did in this cell just fit perfectly into what they've been building for months. And the crowd was into it. Like I said, Atlanta, not known for showing up when it comes to the crowd, but that it was hot in there, man.
Absolutely. I think so. We had some questions in our house call chat. And if you're not in the house call chat, man, you need to holler at us. We'll add you to the group. It's literally an ongoing wrestling chat held up by some of the greatest and craziest minds in wrestling, including us, but including some people that, man, you should meet, like our chat chief. Shout out Antonio Fire, and shout out everybody else in the house call. But we had a discussion in the house call when this was announced to open. We were like, how do you open with this? I hope everything else like falls in line where it's supposed to be. But like, I think opening with this match was absolutely nuts. The greatest decision. Those two men killed each other. Like, I like the little nods at the end. I don't know if it was a stab at AEW or MJF, but CM Punk with the oxygen tank and throwing it away. And like, those little subtle things, like I like those little things. I like the intricacies of this match. You said the red, white, and blue beads from the bracelet, they were used. They were shoved in people's mouths. CM Punk was spitting them out at one point. Like, it was fucking crazy. They did a lot in this match. Now it was noted that one Abyss, formerly Abyss, what's his name, Joe, was the
writer of the match, pretty much, in a sense.
Yeah, producer. Sorry, I was looking for the word. Yeah, he was the producer of the match, and I think he did an absolutely great job. Anything you guys didn't like from that match? First off.
There was a couple slip-ups. There was.
Yeah.
But that's a
But you expect
match.
that in a match that went that bloody and
and
they weren't like
in that magnitude of like the cage and stuff. There's going to be.
So like Punk, he slipped off the turnbuckle once while holding the toolbox, which I think is he's doing a whole lot of things. All right, but he sold it very well. He sold it instantly because he instantly hit Drew. Drew knew to get up. Hey, and then they just swapped turnbuckle. Rerun it from the opposite side. I wouldn't even call that a slip up because you're doing so many things in there.
Yeah, but you're selling that you have been beaten to hell, and it's only like 5 minutes into the match. Like 10
Yeah, but you're also being beat by Drew McIntyre, so so my only thing I did not like was that the cell itself wasn't used as it had been in prior, like with the breaking of one of the walls or something like that, someone going out. I would have liked a little moment like that, but
I think that's a big man exclusive thing. I think, and not that Drew is not a big man. I think that's something you hold for your monsters, because if you do that in the wrong circumstances, then you kind of undercut your other talent. Just from and that is me from like a wrestling promoter minded standpoint. How would I put that? But like I liked it. Did you guys notice like the changes to the cell? There's a new like chain link around the cell. I didn't know if that was going to be utilized. I thought the utilization of the toolbox itself, very new. I thought, very like, you didn't see it, and they used it in multiple spots. It seemed very realistic. I don't know how
they
you
did
guys
well
felt.
with they did well with placements of items too, because there was some moments where they brought tables out, but they weren't used for a very long time. And I think where their placements went when it came to the tables, the steps, everything that they were moving inside was great. The chaos inside with everything was great. I do kind of feel like Joseph said, it would have been nice to see more of the cage used, but in the grand scheme of it, it's like these two wanted to be locked inside together.
Yeah.
They wanted to tear each other apart, and there was no running, no hiding. There was nothing you could do. You were going to take an ass whooping, and both of them, they got handed one by each other.
I think I got that feel too. It's that it's not like we don't want to be in here with each other. We want to rip each other's head off. Yeah. We want to fight. We want to, when we slam the door at the end of this match, it be done. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about you guys. I got that feeling. I felt that towards the end of the match, which made me kind of feel like the utilization of the cage was more of a storytelling tool than utilizing the cage in a physical sense.
I thought it would, because there were so many like callbacks to different moments in our history of wrestling. You had the Bret Hart Stone Cold moment with the blood dripping from the sharpshooter.
Yes. Yep.
So to me, this feud, it had levels of Cactus Jack versus Triple H.
Yeah.
And in that one, Triple H got so to the point he wanted to kill Cactus Jack that he threw the stairs. Cactus moves, stairs break down the wall. That's where I think you could have went with the homage. I like how they did with Drew bringing out what looked like tacks, because if remember, that was done multiple cage matches that we've seen. When the guy who knows that he's got the win going, he pulls out that big bag of tacks. But then again, Drew gets in his way and he goes comical with that. So then, it gave Punk that extra push and he gets that win. So I want to say that it's over because CM Punk made it for a wrestling fan to know, hey, he's done with this slamming of the cage at the end and all that. But there's another dance partner in this, and that Scottish psycho doesn't like losing. He doesn't like going out on bottom.
So pause.
No pause. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Yo, I ain't king shaming, bro. So I absolutely understand what you're saying, and everything that I said prior to this maybe being a metaphorical shutting the door on this means nothing if tomorrow they show up and they're fighting still. It means absolutely nothing. But I am in my heart of hearts, I hope this feud is done. I think it ended correctly. I think I think this closed the chapter on this, and now we should be seeing CM Punk versus someone, probably a Seth Rollins. Correct, he is back. I know he's in the Bronson Reed feud, but give him a couple weeks with that, and then hey, Punk. Maybe we're back to there. With Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is an interesting one, because like where he goes from here, you would think is nearing a title shot opportunity too, right? Right there in that conversation. Now I know like that sounds weird because he just lost the Hell in a Cell, but like Gunther who is Gunther's real next opponent? So
I've got a couple ideas. Now I think the Seth Rollins first. He's gonna be busy with Bronson Reed for a while.
Yeah.
So Seth versus Punk or Drew is out right now. However, Braun Breaker has said that he wants the World Heavyweight Championship, and I can see why they would put CM Punk towards Gunter, at least in the lead up to Crown Jewel, make CM Punk a potential competitor. But you have Ron coming in saying, I was Intercontinental champion. You just beat some guy in a cell. So why don't I get the title shot first?
I can see that. I can definitely, yeah,
versus CM Punk.
I can definitely see that.
Good.
Mm.
I'd be there for that.
Yeah.
I see them going in a direction with Braun Breaker where he's about to be humble for a bit though.
But I can see he loses to the veteran.
Yeah, I see that. So which is leading me to believe that may happen very soon, so that Braun Breaker can go through this humbling thing. Maybe I'm off, but the way he seemed with Jay was very genuine. And then he did step up to Gunther. They did have a passing of words. Gunther probably will humble Braun, right? In a sense. And then Braun, I think Braun is rebuilding, but they really want Braun to be a baby because I think he's naturally a baby. Does that make sense to you, or am I crazy?
It does. No, it makes perfect sense. It's just I don't want that. That's not what I want. I want Braun Breaker to run Howse and just destroy people. And be an arrogant asshole. Yeah, I want him to be that.
I think that's what he's going to be, but it's going to lean more baby, that they're going to lean more baby into him right. In his direction and in his feuds. He's still going to be a badass and do, but this whole dogs thing, he has Jay co-signing on the dogs. Like it's, you know what they're doing, bro. Yeah. We listen, the first half of the episode, we were talking about, wrestling money, because it's a real thing. This is a profitable industry. And we as podcasters, we try to capitalize and profit off of this in ways that we can too, bro, because it's a big thing. And I don't think WWE's blind eye to that, especially when you see a person who is naturally getting this response from the crowd. I think Triple H is going to be like, hey, let's lean towards that a bit. Maybe not take it full on, but let's lean towards that a bit, and let's capitalize on that. This dogs thing, I mean, it's easy selling fucking shirt if you think about it. So
we went through a big dogs phase here in America. Every fucking person in the early 2000s had big dog shirt. You guys remember that shit?
Oh, I do remember that, bro. Take us back, bro.
Dogs yeah, they were in positions of like what humans do. You could have dogs surfing. It was like a whole world of dogs that did what humans did.
Dogs, they had chains and shit.
Yeah, like every dad with a pair of New Balances,
all sorts of shit with them dogs.
They did. So yeah. I mean, and plus, think on the internet. One thing that you can get everybody to agree on and hate you about is if you put something of hurting a dog. So I think that you're right. This is a good way to go forward and make as much money as you possibly can, and find a way to keep that badass Braun Breaker that we've grown to love.
Absolutely,
because I think Braun can do it. He can do it face or heel, to be honest. But like you're touching on. If you've got something that takes the crowd and they're enjoying it, and it's a chant or it's a t-shirt, look at the merch they're selling with Jay. Great face. What was the merch they sold with the Bloodline when Roman and Jay and all them did? Like, you can take somebody and sell them, really high with the crowd, especially when it's catchy.
Yeah,
it's catchy. Yeah, it's catchy. If you got the dogs thing going with Braun, keep him a badass. Keep him running through people. But the crowd is going to attract to it because they enjoy the catch of it.
And that's why I was trying to touch on pause. I think they're going to do that with Braun. He's going to be able to run through people, but these big challenges, these big matches, he keeps getting humbled. People keep finding a way to to overtake him, to overcome him in some way. So that might be a story, and that might be the easiest way to lead to him. Now we had some things happen with the women's championship last night at Bad Blood, where we had Bailey and Nia Jax taking off for the WWE Women's Championship. What was your guys' thoughts on that as we kind of move on through this pay-per-view?
I honestly, I liked it. I liked that whole match. I thought they all did very well in it. Nia, she's getting so much better every match. And this match really allowed her to express herself like how we like with her facial expressions and things like that, and the way she gets annoyed. But I will say this. Naomi, on the lead up to that, she mentioned something. Did you guys hear that when she was talking about how she wants her to win, how she wants her friend Bailey to win this one, and then it went over to I believe Bianca, and Bianca's like, oh yeah, Bailey, So I think and like Tony was talking about the storytelling in the overall PLE, and like we've said, I thought that was just magnificent. So I'm looking forward to that, because that's one thing they can go on with Naomi, and she's going to be either playing a villain one way or another, and I'm super excited for that. And then I liked the Tiffy time spot. I thought it was great. Yeah.
Hey, Lou hit it. Hey, everybody hitting it. Yeah.
I thought it was perfect placement, perfect everything on that one.
Y'all know what time it is with Tiffy time. And now, so one, I don't want to gloss over the thing with Bianca. She definitely gave the vibes. Hey, I'm not liking. I'm still not friends with Bailey. Bailey didn't fuck me over a long time ago. I don't know why you friends with Bailey. We ain't cool with Bailey. Jay finna ride with me because we tag champions. Like you. So I don't know how that goes, but I am very intrigued. One, because selfishly I've been wanting a more dominating Jade and Bianca, and if they can lean into, nah, man, we don't like them. And like I think we can get somewhere with that. But yes, Tiffy time indeed. We had a ref bump in this match where Nia Jax fell on top of the ref, and she was knocked out for long enough for a while, long enough for Tiffany Stratton's music to play and for her to come down to the ring, set her briefcase down, or I'm sorry, hit Bailey, set her briefcase down, and the ref got up, picked up briefcase.
Well, Nia rose like the Undertaker, and
she did.
First thing I thought of, she just sat up and was like looking at Tiffy like she was going to haunt her.
Absolutely, that definitely gave me Taker vibes. I think she was definitely channeling that. Like shout out Nia. She's probably a nerd like the rest of us. She was like, I could do this. I could do the Taker thing.
This is a spot. This is a spot.
Yeah. And definitely doing that at a pay-per-view, like Bad Blood, which is synonymous with the Undertaker. Giving him a little shout out, bro. We all gotta love that as nerds. I love that, but there's tension within Tiffy time. That Tiffy watch may be a couple seconds behind. I didn't mean that to rhyme because Howse is the rapper, but we're gonna keep going.
Dude, you did it for like 4 bars there.
Bars. So where do we go? Is it time for Nia? I don't think it's time for Nia and Nia and Tiffy break up in this. I think they're going to continue to use each other and utilize each other, right? But all the tension in the women's division right now, I kind of touched on this, pause in the beginning, where this is kind of a B-level pay-per-view, bro. Like this is not the most unpredictable of pay-per-views, but the storytelling, the tidbits, the drops that we got in all of these matches, in all of the vignettes, man, that they're really looking like they're leading to something, and everybody's kind of taking their own and making their own character, and almost taking their own sides with these things. So this women's division is kind of heating up. Is that how you guys are feeling about it? How did it feel live, Lou?
So for me, again, I touched on the city, with the crowd, and the crowd was electric for every match. And I'll be honest, as someone that was live, you have to have that moment where, okay, I need a beer run. Okay. And I used this match, Bailey and Nia, to go get the beer run, but I was back in time for the Tiffy chance and the solid part of the match.
Hell yeah.
And I will say this was the match that I was least excited for, but it wasn't the worst match of the night. Because like you touched on, the story portions of it is what has made this interesting, this whole Nia and Tiffy thing. And I like that they're gonna I see them taking this and just dragging out this tension, just keep building up this tension of, hey, is this the moment? What's gonna happen? Are we gonna get a cash in now? Because if you would have heard the crowd, which you could through, but in my seating is like, oh, it's happening tonight. The anticipation of it, oh, it's happening right now. If she's gonna do it. Because my thought is Bailey, even if Bailey wins it, she'll do it on Bailey and say, look, Nia, I did this for you to get it back,
Absolutely.
kind of vibe. So definitely was not worst match of the night. These girls put on a show. They went at it, and the Tiffy aspect of it was great. It all flowed great. And the crowd, again, Atlanta showed up last night for every match. Every match. Had something to it, and that's what made it an exciting show. I know we're talking this show as like a B. It was in Atlanta. It wasn't overseas or anything like that. But
I don't mean it was a B. Like it didn't.
No. I'm
like
not
a
saying
B,
that. I'm not saying it didn't feel like a B. And you could feel that because of the crowd, the storytelling, everything that went into the show last night. You could feel it, even on a match that maybe people weren't excited about, like a Nia Jax versus Bailey.
These things are making me excited. Like it's making me excited because selfishly, we live. Most of us live near. Well, Voice and I live in the Indiana area, so we are very excited for Rumble in Indianapolis coming up. And there's a part of me as a loyalist to my state, right? Like that I hope that we here are some of the loudest people you've ever came across. Because one, you can't let other countries beat us and stuff.
America.
Yeah, America. But like I feel that, and I feel like you got that vibe from the Atlanta crowd. I know they were definitely hot. They came out across loud, and if they, as long as they were pumped for the beats of this match, that's all that matters. Tiffy coming out. Although I'm gonna be real, I think her, her music hitting and stuff like that. I like, just to be nitpick. Like I hate that. You don't have to do that. Just come out, bro. Like I don't want to see you Jeff Hardy dance to the ring. This is the middle of the match. There ain't no reason for that.
I agree with Tony right there.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with Tony. These make these a must watch. Even last night I did the birthday party DJ thing. So I didn't get to watch Bad Blood live. I watched a little bit later after I had a few drinks in me, and then I rewatched it again because I didn't know what happened and I fell asleep. It is that maybe, hey, like you are not going to get the most unpredictable thing, like I've said throughout this pod today. But the storytelling is going to lead you to some shit that's going to have you like, oh fuck, and I think that's what we watch for. That's what keeps us excited. At least right here in the household. I feel like that's how the household's digging right now. So
the potential is always what gets the hype.
Mhm.
Yeah. We're big on storytelling. We all must be like soap opera aunties or something like that, you know. That's just what we are. But like, I'll claim my title. I don't care. Call me Anita Newport. I want to watch my shows
At Newport.
Yeah,
My grandma had Virginia Slims.
that's what my auntie smoked. So we're feeling I get since we're feeling really about the women's division. There is something about I like that Bailey is in a story. She's integral in a story, but it feels like all the players are integral in this story, and we don't know where it's going to go here. The women division feels like it's that a star is about to be formed. Like a leader of the division is about to arise, and I don't know. As I say this, maybe a random Charlotte Flair reappearance happens, but it feels like they got something going there. It feels like they have something moving there. So I want to touch on real quick a match that we haven't talked about, and we haven't even talked about prior to this, was how was everybody feeling about Damian Priest, Finn Balor?
I think Finn needed the win. I think Damian winning is more to counterbalance Liv retaining rather than Damian needing to win. I think. I did not see this feud ending here. And Raquel joining the Judgment Day definitely, I think, is going to force Rhea and Damian to start making some new friends and trying to rebuild bridges, mend fences, and trying to convince, like, hey, look, we know we've beaten the hell out of all of you. We know we've threatened your careers, but we want to take down the Judgment Day. We want to take these guys down, but we can't do it alone because they continuously have the numbers game. They continuously add people to the group that just want to cause mayhem and maintain power.
So, are we seeing an actual joining of Raquel to Judgment Day? Is she officially a part of the group, or is there a caveat to this?
Even if she's not, I see this as a way to start building that Survivor Series women's war games, where you have a Liv, and now you have a Raquel, and now what does Rhea do to answer? Because obviously, I feel like, I mean, we don't know this for sure, but I feel like it's Liv building a team versus Rhea building a team for our women's war games. And I felt like whether she joined or not, I don't know if that's official, but to me, I didn't take it as a group joining. I looked at it as Liv has a friend in Raquel that she can start building a force behind her, and we start building ourselves to a women's war games.
So Liv is going to have a well-polished, crafted team of probably like people who are like-minded and hate Rhea Ripley, as you should, because she kidnapped Rey Mysterio and then brainwashed him long ago. And then Rhea is going to have a band of misfit toys like LWO members.
I am going to predict that she is going to have that the final member of Rhea's team is going to be a redhead.
Is she signed yet? That's the biggest question.
So here's the thing. On the internal reports, she is on the active roster on the internal reports.
Okay.
It may not be official, but it's like, I know we've heard people say, oh, she's going to sign with AEW. Why? Her husband's in WWE. WWE have given them a lot more time off than they've had probably in years. And not just because of injuries. So it's like, they're good. Like, Seth and his wife are really good right now, so I don't see why she would like. WWE is going to give me a great contract. They're going to, at this point, they're going to let me have all the fun I want. So why wouldn't I resign? with WWE.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. I think there's something there. I don't think she would be going to a different brand or competitor in any way, because that's I just don't see that happen realistically. I think her acting career and her other interests are going to take heed of some of those things, but I definitely could see her in a pop-up appearance. I'm sure Rhea Ripley has some low down dirty friends out there that she can get on her team. But it's not going to matter, because it looks like the Judgment Day is strong and
Party
they're just
girls?
building their family. Life of the party?
I think they need a little bit of edge to them, and with them, actually, yeah, that would make Liv would want to recruit at least three women that are fine with destroying mayhem and all that. Pure Fusion Collective right there. That's your reason for the Party Girls joining up with Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
They take out Lyra. Now they need someone to replace her Lyra.
Okay. I see.
She still reminds me of the Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they had the wrestling show and they were dressed up like birds. They came up.
Whenever I think of Life of the Party, I instantly assume that they still do ecstasy. So, I know.
I would buy that.
Stop doing ecstasy.
Tell me you rave without telling me you rave. So,
I've been boofing that for years.
Well, we know you have. That's why you do this here with us, bro. That craziness.
There's a rave in my beehole.
Oh my god!
And that's just a Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
Wait till Wednesday happens.
Joseph shirtless down there, just going nuts. Josh, what are you doing?
I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Oh god. We are falling off the rails here. But I want to move on because we have two more matches to talk about through Bad Blood. We have finished touching on Liv and Rhea. And then we have the main event with the tag team match, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. So last thoughts on Rhea Ripley, Liv, Judgment Day shit.
Thought it was fantastic. Thought everything that they did in that was great, with the putting Dom in a cage, and then Rochelle coming back. I mean, honestly, where I want to see the next chapter. I want to see what we're going with next with these two. I know War Games is coming up, but that's not going to be the end of Rhea Liv.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to see the end of this, because I want to see where they take it, because this is going to make or break me on Liv actually being a person and not just a sewer rat.
Look, man, you got to come to the light side, bro. Yeah, you have got to come to the light side. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just telling you there's truth, and then there's Rhea Ripley.
So I'm going to continue Joseph's stance, and I am a mommy ride or die, Jones. But I would say being a mommy ride or die, I didn't enjoy this match. I thought there was good pieces to it. Obviously, like I touched on, everything storytelling wise throughout the night was great. And this one obviously had the factor of Dom in the cage, and everyone was trolling Dom, yelling at him because he sat down the whole time. Pretty much, he was scared of the move. But I didn't enjoy this. I enjoyed their SummerSlam match better. I thought this was just kind of like, a filler title match between them to continue this story of Rhea versus Liv. And that's why I feel like the touch of, Raquel coming back to support Liv is where we're going to build these teams, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel like this was just a match that, these two continuing this rivalry to build into something bigger. But as far as a match, it wasn't my favorite of the card. It was my least favorite, to be honest.
I think you're right there, man. This was definitely a filler match in this story of everything that was going on with the Judgment Day, and we touched on with Damian and Finn how Damian winning is kind of threw me too. Like Finn should have won. I know OG Tony said that they must have some plans for Finn, but man, that seems to be a reoccurring story with Finn Balor, and I kind of hate that. I don't know what's happening fully with the Judgment Day, other than New Judgment Day is overall they're going to be winning, and they're going to be taking over at least the Live faction of this Judgment Day, right? So like. We'll see what else happens there. But man, we had a big main event tag team title match. The Bloodline, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. And this was a Bloodline match, right? Just everything about it. From distractions, from appearances, from beatdowns, from everything. Let's get everybody's feels, starting with voice, on Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns Avengers team up.
The only thing I did not like about this match was everybody's fucking band and orchestra entrance. It was annoying. To me, if I'm Jacob Fatu, I'm standing there and I'm like, I'm going to punch a tuba player. And I think that's what he said to the ref, and the ref was like, "No, bud, you can't do that. These are kids."
Do that. Yeah.
They went viral. I think they played those guys wrong. I would have liked those guys up on the stage, and when it went to the whoa, that's when the band kicks in. And then, to me, that's how I would have done it. I don't know. But the orchestra was annoying. I did not like it. But the match itself, I liked. I thought it was well done. The Rock showing up. I'm not a mark for The Rock, but it was cool to see him show up.
It's my imaginary dad.
Yeah. I know that very well. I send him a birthday card every year. I tell him that. But yeah, overall, I liked this match. I liked how the fans, they marked out for every bit of it. And then they were rewarded since they didn't get to see The Rock the last time.
Right.
They got to see him this time, and it was explosive. And all he had to do was raise an eyebrow.
Absolutely. We don't know what's going to happen. Really, he didn't really tell us side that he was on, which if we're going to assume, right, he's going to end up siding somehow with Solo in some shape or form, correct? Or maybe that comes later. I don't know. Maybe I'm over storytelling. But Grun, I'm gonna start saying your name right. I swear to God.
All right. Okay.
One day. I
am Groot.
I don't know. I just like saying Grun, man. Grun. All right, Grun. How'd you feel about this main event? What were your biggest takeaways?
Biggest takeaway really was that this was a good match that is another rest stop on to bigger and better things. Now, we are definitely going to get Bloodline 2.0, Solo, Jacob, and the Tongans taking on Cody and Roman. However, Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes after the show. So Kevin's probably not on the team. He's probably not going to get an invite to the New Year's party, the Christmas party.
We have a Jimmy Uso.
We do have a Jimmy Uso. I did forget about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy.
So I mean, that would lead me to believe that they probably, possibly might have a friend in Jay. I mean, Cody and Jay were tag team champions earlier in the year. I mean, these stories are kind of re-interlacing each other. What do we got there?
I think if they're going to do that, it's going to be story based, and Jay's not going to join till the last minute.
Well, no, but will this interfere with Jay's title reign?
That is my biggest concern.
Yeah. We're gonna see some probable fuckery. So, Jay's probably not gonna have a choice but to join. Solo can't see his cousin, his brother, have a title and him not have a title, even though the Ulafala is the most prized possession in WWE right now, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah. Solo seems like the little brother who can't get over being picked on.
He's just tired. he's just tired of hand-me-downs, bro.
Yeah. Well,
He
should be better then.
I mean, he should be.
But he's not.
No, because he's not Jacob, and we all know this.
That dude's so scary.
Just Jacob's real.
I know. He just stood there praying the whole time. Like, what the hell is wrong with this dude?
I was sitting next to someone the whole time. They were like, Solo, I love you. And they probably said it like 15 times.
Oh, God.
Like, they just kept going with it.
Oh, God.
So I will say, being there, the slow build that you would get from a bloodline match was there. The hot tags in the beginning, who was going to face off, Cody and Roman looking like they needed to play duck, duck, goose or rock, paper, scissors, figure out who was actually going to start the match. The bands were annoying, to touch on that for Joseph. Cody's band played. I didn't even hear Roman's, to be honest with you, because Roman's music was just so loud over everything.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even hear Roman's violins playing. So I think they could have done without those entrances. But the match itself, obviously, like I stated, the night was hot and the crowd definitely was into every little piece that fell into this. And, getting a returning Jimmy was great. I didn't even see. I was on that angle where I could have seen him slide out of the ring, and I didn't even see him. And I'm like, why? What's going on? And my buddy's like, right.
Oh no, Lou! I think we lost your mic.
Oh,
Good?
shit.
Good.
Yeah, you're good. Now.
Yeah, there
sorry.
you go. There you go.
It was a elbow. I was getting into it. Sorry. That was my
Man,
bad.
you can't be Macho Man in your mic.
I was like, I was ready to hammer down, but no, I didn't even see Jimmy slide out underneath the ring until my friend pointed it. He's just standing there. I was like, I completely missed him, but having a Jimmy return was fantastic. The way they set that ending up to, are they going to respect Cody after the W? And they walked away, playing into that and then saving him from the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Roman handing over that belt that, hurt him as far as, wanting that. And then all of a sudden we think it's over, but the Rock's music hitting, the place erupted. And
yeah,
it was, my ears were ringing. It was loud and it was fantastic. And I'm not a Rock mark neither. Definitely have never been, but seeing that shiny bald head just standing there at the front of the entrance ramp and the excitement from the crowd getting to have a Rock pop was a great ending, I feel, to the show. It just, where do we go from there? It's going to be an interesting ride for sure.
Well, there's definitely so many possibilities. We've set up. We obviously we have a probably full-ish faction in Solo's bloodline, correct? We have Solo, we have Jacob, and then we have the Tongans. They will probably add one more player, maybe, right? Because usually, like, Survivor Series is 5-on-5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
Traditionally, so we're looking at one more player, whether that is a speculative THELEW or speculative. Who else could we throw his name in there?
There's Zilla, there's Hikaleo.
I don't think they're pulling the trigger on Zilla.
I don't think
Zilla would make sense.
He's got attitude problems right now, and I think W's like, get your shit in order.
Zilla would make sense if they just had him for a one-off. If this is crazy, overly crazy cousin, and Zilla helps cost match, and then Solo's like, bro, you gotta go. like, nah, you too wild for us. And then like Zilla goes back to the Indies, dominates for a little bit, hopefully gets his head back where it needs to be. And
Mhm.
I would like that because just storytelling purposes, these are the Solo's bloodline is all young, wild, and free, right? These are the wildest of the wild Samoans, right? Roman's bloodline was a little bit more organized. Everyone had their place for a very good reason. Everyone was in their place because it was a calculated move. So we'll see the differences in this. I know you guys hit on the band and the orchestra thing, and that was probably hell of annoying, but it was also just and not to be apologetic or anything, but like I think it was just a storytelling thing between Roman and Cody, correct? Like, hey,
Who can outduel each other as far
yeah,
as
whose entrance is going to be better, because we're going to see them as they work together. There's never going to not be a competitive edge between the two, or competitive battle, but come down to it, they are both men of their word. They both will have each other's back. Roman did not lie. Correct. He had everyone. He had Cody's back, just like he said in the overly produced vignettes. He's a man of his word. He's always been a man of his word. He's been a man of his word in the bloodline. May I remind you guys, like, Roman is not a heel because he lies. You know, Roman is a heel because he tells the truth and you don't like it. And that's how he's going to continue to be. So like this dynamic with, you know, like as we kind of speculated, do we put Randy in as that fifth guy? Somehow Cody turns Randy or talks Randy into.
I think Randy is. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I'm just looking at Josh and he's shaking his head and like, no, it's Randy. This could be the opportunity to turn Randy.
So then, like, wild card, we saw the KO thing. KO joins Solo's bloodline, and is like, honestly, like offset the Sammy storyline. So then maybe it's not. Then it's not Randy. It's Sammy that joins as fifth man.
I could see a conversation.
I see Grun's face.
I could see a conversation, a story that we could build that says Jay is going to need convincing to be on this team, but will be. And going back to, we were talking about Jay having a belt right now. I think it'd be perfect to have him on the team with the belt, because that could tie into the fact that everyone said that Jay should have been the guy over Roman.
Yeah.
And what better way to present that as far as coming back together than Jay being the one to have gold and nobody else does, right?
Well, this is a story of follies, where Roman had everything. He had the Ulafala. He had 2 championship belts. He had his family around him. And now he's going into a situation where he does not have his Ulafala anymore. He lost his wise man for a very long time. Paul Heyman's back, correct?
He was there last night, but he didn't come to the ring.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
he's there in spirit.
He's there in spirit. He doesn't fully have his wise man anymore. He does not have the Universal Championship, the world title, any belt. Roman is in a vulnerable situation, just as Cody is. Cody is targeted because he's the Universal Champion, and no matter where the bloodline goes and whoever is the leader of the bloodline, they are going to be seeking that forever and always, correct? Like, so Cody is there because he is the champion, obviously. Roman is there because he has lost everything. Like, literally lost everything. This is probably the most vulnerable Roman we've ever seen. And even if in the end it was his choice to go back and to save Cody after walking off with Jimmy, like, he has to do this because he needs Cody more than Cody needs Roman. I don't know. I think the storytelling in this is magnifique. So like I'm really digging on that.
Yeah.
Best part about the story is there's so many layers that we're gonna have to wait for. And it's still there. Like you touched on, how many people did we just put on teams? And that's more people than we can add to a team, right? Factors of, does KO really join solo to destroy Roman after
I think
he's been?
I talked myself into this. I think it's. I think that's what happens. Like,
it's potentially there because there's so many different things going on that. Okay, well, who hates who enough? Right. To join a team to try to destroy the other team. And again, with the whole KO, this happened after the show. And I've got a quick story. We're walking out the front of State Farm, and in front of State Farm, there's a road. Okay. And on the road, there's a drop off, like a railing drop off. And down to that drop off is parking. Me and my buddy are walking out, and people are going nuts across the street looking over the railing. And I can't hear what they're yelling, but they're going crazy. And I'm like, what is going on over there? Owens was down there. That's where it happened. They were attacking. He attacked Cody down there. My buddy's like, do you want to go across? I said, dude, they're going nuts over there. I don't think we're going to get in there. Like where everybody was just lined up. And I couldn't hear anything audible because, I just had my eardrums blown out from the rock pop.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, let's just hit Marta and get out of here. But that's where it was happening. We walked right across from that attack, which was a pretty fun spot for it. But again, the unpredictable factors of this story is just what is making it amazing. Like we just don't know what we're going to get. And it's going to be really cool to see how they line up the pieces for this War Games. Absolutely.
I think you're absolutely hitting on it. I think we're all feeling pretty positive about this pay-per-view. I don't know about you guys, but I'm giving it a pretty A from a B-level pay-per-view, or general B-level pay-per-view. This is A, solid A. Lots of great things happening. We just had a great discussion right here in the house party, bro. I being Hypocrisy Jones was joined by my homies, the voice Joshua Joseph, the blue-eyed monster Grun, and the Lou, the man himself, bro, jumped in, him and all the buddies. Love it, bro. Love it. This has been a great episode of the Sunday house party. I'm gonna give everybody a tell about themselves. We're gonna start off with the man of the hour, the Lou. Tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Well, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/THELEW_. I've been on a little break for a little while, a little hiatus, but we're going to try to get things back rolling, especially coming into this fall months, my favorite time of the year. You can find me over there usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We do a little bit of variety gaming, a lot of conversations, a lot of fun laughs, and it's definitely a good vibe over there. So come hang out with us, twitch.tv/THELEW_. Come hang out. Join the butties.
Yo, we love it, Lou. We love it, Lou. Yo, Grun, how you doing in your room in there?
I'm doing good. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Grunmeister. I talk with Josh on Mondays, but on Fridays, I also talk about SmackDown. That's my SmackDown review show where it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we review the previous week's SmackDown. This week, we're definitely going to be talking about Bloodline a little bit more, but we're also going to talk about this Friday's SmackDown.
I saw Beetlejuice behind you, Grun. He's right there in your corner. There he is.
Oh, man. I see it.
He's there. He finally showed up.
Actually, Lou has a little like floating cheese head thingy next to his head. So I've been wondering about that this entire thing. Yeah, you don't see it, but we see it. I see it. Yo, voice. Where do you get that voice all smooth during the week? Let us know.
All right, so you can join me and the blue-eyed villain himself, along with Kevin Calloway on Monday, 7 p.m., where we talk Monday Night Raw. We usually talk 2 subjects, and then my friends take 2 subjects, one each, and they become the captain of the ship. And we have a great time. It's been a real fun time bringing Grun and Kevin onto that. And the interaction we've had has been fantastic. You can also catch me on Friday with Howse, the one and only Howse, where me and Howse go back in time and we get extreme. We are now looking into ECW Hardcore TV, and we are looking into some great storylines where we have corporate Sabu and we have corporate RVD, and they're beating up people in the name of the WWF. Yes, I said it, the WWF. And it's been fantastic. So come join me in Howse. We usually anywhere between 6 and 6:30 is when we kick it off. And of course, you can always catch me on a In Your House Sunday house party where I get to just talk nonsense. I mean, I told everybody I wish OJ was my dad. So join me.
Yeah, it's been an absolute crazy house party. The title lives up to the name, bro. The name lives up to the title, bro. I have been Hypocrisy Jones, yo. You can find me right here producing behind the scenes of the house party, the In Your House Wrestling podcast, In Your House Wrestling page, the In Your House Wrestling everything, man. I be here, I be doing things, but I also be on supporting my hometown through the Kokomo Press. Check out kokomopress.shop for t-shirts, gimmicks, all sorts of stuff, bro. We have all sorts of stuff popping. We do an open mic comedy. The Kokomo Press presents an open mic at Cooper's Pub every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Kokomo, Indiana. If you're in the Midwest area, come check us out, bro. If you like comedy, come check us out. If you do comedy, come check us out. We got 15 slots. They fill up really fast this last week. They filled up so fast that we're telling everybody, yo, you got to hit us up during the week. You let us know. We'll do what we can. All right. But they're filling up fast. You get 15 slots, 5 minutes. Come up, do your thing, bro. First timers get a free drink. Just come up, tell us, hey, it's the first time I've been here, first time I've done this. We'll get you a free drink token, get you a free drink, get you that liquid courage, whatever you need, bro. It's a vibe. Also, check out the Kokomo Press podcast. We have a new one dropping tomorrow, Monday morning. It drops 8 a.m. We are going to have local business owners, former Survivor contestant Lindsay and Dustin Ogle from the city of Kokomo. They're entrepreneurs, they're business people. They are a vibe, bro. Come check out that episode. It's going to be fun. Yo, I do too many things and I talk too much, but the last thing I want to talk about is something we can all talk about, and that is the house party, the live house party, November 30th, Outhouse Records, Kokomo, Indiana. Yo, it's going to be a vibe. We're going to be celebrating Survivor Series during Survivor Series weekend. Now I'm going to give you full disclosure. Look, we might not be watching Survivor Series during this party. We may have to move it up, and then we'll watch Survivor Series after and at a place that's not here, so that nobody gets sued, because everybody gotta get their money, and we want to do things the right way. So full disclosure, time may change on this, but either way, it's about to be a fucking vibe, bro. First and foremost, I won't say fucking, because this is an all ages event that everybody can come to. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a live In Your House Wrestling house party podcast in Outhouse Records. You guys can be a part of the audience. We are going to include you. We are going to ask you time to jump up on the mic. Yo, we're also going to be having wrestling themed karaoke. What is that? Well, this is In Your House style wrestling themed karaoke, where we will have a live in-house band playing wrestling themes that we can sing along to, have fun with, maybe do a little bit of do a little contest, do a giveaway to the best karaoke, or whatever. Yo, come dressed as your favorite wrestler, because we'll be giving out a prize for best costume of the night, bro. Bro, there's so many things that's going to be happening at this thing. We're asking for $5. $5 gets you a raffle. $5 gets you a chance to win. Big prize, bro. And I can't even tell you how big this, what the prize is, because, bro, it's big. But if I tell you, Khan will get mad at me, and then we'll have a thing, and I don't want to have a thing, because that would. that you can't tell people that.
I did. I'm not gonna be a victim anymore.
Stop.
Joseph is tired of the baby oil.
You're gonna get us in trouble.
Joseph, you're gonna end up in the dungeon again.
He's never going to let us do this again. Right. But anyways, we got to talk about the house party. I hope you guys come November 30th, Survivor Series weekend. Yo, it's going to be a vibe, wrestling contest, wrestling karaoke, a live wrestling podcast, games, prizes, giveaways, over $1,000 to give away in prizes, bro. It's about to be a vibe. This has been the In Your House Wrestling Podcast. My name's Hypocrisy Jones, and that's my crew down there. Shout out, shout out the man Alakon, the Concept House, bro, for letting us do this thing. Peace.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.